Guys, today I need to talk about the next major Bitcoin move that is actually happening sooner than most people will believe. So today I'm gonna show you this. We are getting squeezed between a rock and a hard place, so we're gonna have that big Bitcoin move. I am going to talk about some major things happening behind the scenes. So this is actually huge because this is about $800 million worth of crypto that is going to be sold this year. So we still have a couple of months left. So within 3.5 months, we're going to have massive selling pressure. I need to show you this. I need to prepare you for everything that's going on in the crypto space right now. So guys, make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's begin on the 4-hourly time frame, guys. And what you can see is that we are above the bold orange line still. So that is fantastic. And you can see that we're making a little bit of a pattern here, a descending triangle. These are usually bearish patterns because you can see that we've been making lower highs here, and we are now going to be squeezing between this bold orange line at 26,400 and this downward sloping resistance. However, there's something else. If you watched my video yesterday, you know that I was talking about this massive chart as well. So this is actually right now playing out perfectly, and you can see that the resistance level, and if you don't know about this, this is a massive triangle formation or wedge or whatever you want to call it. Basically one trend line on the lower end here and one trend line going down, and we've been meeting resistance multiple times of this dotted line. Okay, so this has been sloping down, and as we went to this dotted line, it reacted perfectly. First one time here, and now we reacted to it a couple of times. We're struggling with getting above it, but this is now going to either have to break towards the upside, or it will have to break down below this orange line. And also, we do have the 200 period moving average on the 4-hourly time frame, which is this orange line. So either we break through, and these are decent support. So this is a decent support, this is a decent support, and are we going to break through it to the downside? Well, if we're not going to break through it, this downward sloping dotted line will have to be broken towards the upside, which means that we could have a quick pop up to the next level of resistance at $27,500. We do have a couple of vague orange lines here, which is also resistance, of course, but okay, let's call it the low $27,000 area if we manage to break through this dotted line. So I will keep you updated on this. Do we have some catalysts potentially making us have that break towards the upside? Well, the traditional markets did see a quite juicy drawdown when they closed. Now these are going to close this open this evening. So if they open up green, you know the drill already. If this opens up green, it typically leads into Bitcoin also having a nice pump during the Sunday evening. So that could be enough for us to break through this level, of course. So we will see. These are the key levels I am watching right now. Now, next week, we're going to have some major events. We're going to have the inflation rate for Canada on Tuesday, but the big one is on Wednesday. On Wednesday, you have the inflation rate in Great Britain. You have some trading data from Japan. You have the Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday as well as the press conference. Thursday, Bank of England interest rate decision, the inflation rate in Japan, as well as some economic data. Also, Bank of Japan interest rate decision on Friday. So next week is actually pretty big, although it is looking likely like the Fed are going to leave the rates unchanged. There's a small chance that they may increase it by 25 basis points, which could lead into the market reacting badly and, of course, us going down for these assets. But I do believe that they are going to leave it unchanged. So we will see about that. Now, some very important things. Remember that the US are going to sell over. Let me show you this. So this is the Bitcoin that the US government has. It is about $800 million. Now, they have said that they are going to sell all of these before the end of the year. So unless that has changed, they need to sell about 30,000 Bitcoin, which means that you're going to have some significant selling pressure for Bitcoin towards the end of this year if they actually do sell these as they have said. Now, these are the balances. I'm keeping an eye on this, of course, but they have already sold like 250 million they sold in the first batch. But since then, they haven't really sold anymore. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on this. But if they do hold their word and they start selling Bitcoin towards the end of the year, be prepared for significant selling pressure from that. Also, a little bit of a conspiracy, but if the US wanted to get the best possible price to sell these at, maybe they're waiting for the, and by the way, it's reported, so Arkham, these guys are reporting that they hold 30,000 Bitcoin, but some other analysts are saying that they hold actually 41,000 Bitcoin. So that is why this could actually be more than 1 billion. However, I digress. So over the next 3.5 months, if they want to get the best execution price, maybe they would want to sell this into the ETF approval. So maybe we do see that ETF being approved, which I think is going to be at some point in the future, but it is going to be approved eventually. And maybe they want to sell into that, or maybe they want to sell the Bitcoin directly to BlackRock and these institutions. And also a reminder that FTX now has permission to sell up to $200 million worth of crypto this week. So they already secured that from the judge. So not only are you going to have the potentially US government selling, you will also have FTX starting next week with $200 million per week, most likely. So even though things are, as you know, I am still in buy the dip mode, I will be buying every single dip for Bitcoin if we come down lower. And should we have some lower prices for Bitcoin due to the selling pressure from the US government here and FTX selling, well, then I am prepared for that. And I want you to be prepared for it as well if that happens. On the other hand, everyone are expecting the US government to sell. Everyone are expecting FTX to sell. So maybe most people have already sold off their bags and they're just waiting for this to happen. And when it happens, you might see a big pump. So there's two different ways to see this because this is public information. And okay, everyone are waiting for them to sell. And once that happens, okay, we don't have that selling pressure anymore. And then people will FOMO into their Bitcoin bags again, pushing the prices way higher, potentially even way higher than when they sold their Bitcoin to begin with. Right. Some weird things happening. Justin Sun minted 815 million TUSD today, which was deposited into JustLend, boosting the total value locked by 21%. So did he just, put $815 million of real money and then mint TUSD, or was this minted out of thin air? This is something we do not know at this point, but yeah, very, very, absurd amounts of money just being minted. And I hope that these TUSD are actually backed. Now, for my bots, just a quick update. The bots are doing a good job still. They're accumulating positions, so all fine here. Some positions have been accumulated, still at big profits for each and every one of these bots. And of course, if you want to use the same, there's still a good promotion happening right now with OKX. Claim $50 for free by depositing $50. You don't have to trade with your actual money. You can just deposit $50, claim this, and you can trade with those $50, which could, at 10x leverage, you get $500 to trade with essentially. So click on this link, click on join now, and then you are also able to earn up to $10,000 in deposit bonuses. Also nice bonuses over on Bybit. So sign up using Bybit with this link right here, up to $30,000 for new trading accounts. And if you want to use my bots, once you have that OKX account, you can set up each and every one of those bots using the links down here with one click. Guys, this is what I got for you. I hope that you're going to enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you in the next one.